Hi, in this tutorial, we will learn about a new and equally interesting topic. It is about how C language handles repetition of tasks. Let's take an example to understand this topic. In our day-to-day life, we always look for options which can help us to avoid repetition of tasks. One of the common examples is setting a recurring alarm. To wake up at a fixed time every morning, instead of setting an alarm every night, we set a recurring alarm. The recurring has to be set only once and it repeats itself every day. A process like this, which repeats itself again and again, is called loop. So, here we understand how a loop of recurring alarms helps us to avoid us repetition of tasks. In a similar manner, sometimes a programmer needs to execute a set of instructions repetitively in his program. In such a case, a programmer uses iteration statements or loops. Loops are used to execute a set of statements repeatedly until a particular test expression is satisfied. In C language, there are three kinds of loops: the for loop, the while loop, and the do while loop. In this tutorial, we will learn about for loop. A for loop is used when a statement or set of statements need to be executed a specific number of times. The syntax for loop is shown here. Let's discuss the flow of control in a for loop. The variable initialization step is executed first and only once. This step allows us to declare and initialize any loop control variables. A loop control variable is used to regulate the number of times the body of a program loop is executed. Next, the test expression is evaluated. If it evaluates to true, the body of the loop executes. If it evaluates to false, the body of the loop does not execute and the flow of control jumps to the statement just after the for loop. Here, body of the loop refers to the statements that are to be executed repeatedly. After the body of the loop executes, the flow of control goes to the variable update statement. This statement allows us to change the value of any loop control variables. The test expression is now evaluated. If it is true, the loop executes and the process repeats itself. After the test expression becomes false, the for loop terminates. An example of for loop is shown here. This loop prints numbers from 1 to 10 on the screen. As discussed earlier, in this loop, first variable initialization expression is executed, then test expression is executed, then body of the loop is executed, and then variable update expression is also executed. This process repeats itself as long as the test expression evaluates to true. Let's understand how this loop prints numbers from 1 to 10. Here, first, the initialization expression is executed, which assigns value 1 to the variable a. Next, the expression is evaluated, that is, a is less than or equal to 10. Since a is equal to 1, so the expression a is less than equal to 10 is true. Since the test expression is true, the body of the loop is executed. That is, the statement printf is executed, which prints the current value of a on the next line. So in the output, 1 is displayed on the screen. After that update expression, that is a++ is executed, which increments value of a. So now a is equal to 2. Then the test expression, that is a is less than or equal to 10, is again evaluated. Since a is equal to 2, so the expression a is less than equal to 10 is true. Since the test expression is true, the statement printf is executed, which prints the current value of a on the next line. So in the output, 2 is displayed on the screen. In this way, the value of a is printed on the screen as long as the test expression a is less than equal to 10 evaluates to true, and thus the numbers up to 10 are displayed on the screen. When the value of a becomes 11, the expression a is less than equal to 10 evaluates to false and hence the loop terminates. Thus, in this way, the body of this for loop executes for 10 times and numbers from 1 to 10 are displayed on the screen in the output. Here, the for loop has made our work easier. Otherwise, to print numbers from 1 to 10, we will have to write instructions to increment the value and print the value of the variable a again and again. Let's write the program in the program editor and execute it. As expected, in the output, numbers from 1 to 10 are displayed. The operation of the for loop can be summarized with the help of a flowchart like this. It is clear from the chart that body of the for loop is executed only when the test expression evaluates to false, else the loop terminates. That's it in this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we will learn about while loop.